UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Good evening and welcome to the Business Roundup. It's officially the last episode of season 11 of the show, and for our loyal audience, we give you a thumbs up for the journey we have so far traveled together. I'm your host Maureen Babide. Let's get started off with the highlights. Uganda Revenue Authority surpasses 2024-25 financial year revenue target. URA Commissioner credits achievement on compliance. Britam Uganda launches life assurance business, deepening its presence in the market. Uganda Electricity Distribution Company Limited loaded for delivering its mandate as it marks 100 days since retransfer of assets. And Power and Electricity Expo at UMA showcases transformational technologies in the energy sector. Welcome to the show once again. Let's get started. In our first report tonight, Uganda Revenue Authority surpassed its revenue collection target for the financial year 2024-25 by a remarkable 263.4 billion Uganda shillings, marking a significant achievement in domestic revenue mobilization. Dennis Segoa reports.
Announcing the performance at the URA headquarters in Kampala, John Musinguzi, the Commissioner General URA, attributed the record-breaking collections to improved taxpayer compliance and the continued growth of Uganda's economy.
In the financial year 2024-25, URA was assigned to collect a net revenue target of 31 trillion 369 billion. The net revenue collected in the same financial year 24-25 was 31 trillion 631 billion, achieving a performance of 100.84%, with a gross surplus of 262.43 billion.
During the 2024-2025 financial year, domestic tax collections amounted to Uganda shillings 22.1 trillion, translating to 100.6% of the target and resulting in a surplus of Uganda shillings 131.7 billion shillings. International trade taxes also posted a surplus, outperforming the collections recorded in the previous financial year.
This performance was driven by a stable and resilient economy, by improved administrative measures, but also by a stronger cooperation and contribution from our very patriotic taxpayers.
Looking ahead, Uganda Revenue Authority has set a new revenue target of Uganda shillings 36.7 trillion for the 2025-2026 financial year, an increase of 5.3 trillion shillings from the previous financial year.
The growth in the financial year 2020-21 was 2.5 trillion. The following year, 21-22, was 2.4 trillion. The year that followed, 2020-2023, was 3.5 trillion. Last year had the lowest growth, year-on-year growth, but it was still 2.09 trillion. And this last financial year, 24-25, the growth was 4.33 trillion, the highest growth in the last 5 years.
Uganda Electricity Distribution Company Limited this week marked 100 days of service after the retransfer of assets from Umeme. According to Dr. Ruth Nankabirwa, the Minister of Energy and Mineral Development, UEDCL has weathered down the storm and is steadily delivering on its mandate. Sam Sendono has the details.
Uganda Electricity Distribution Company Limited has clocked 100 days of service following the transfer of Umeme's assets on March 31st, 2025. Speaking at a media engagement, the Minister of Energy and Mineral Development applauded UEDCL for maintaining business continuity and meeting public expectations.
UEDCL took over and they have been able to do work. And as I speak today, 9th July 2025, the country has not gone in darkness. Sorry for those who have been praying that we go into darkness. Sorry. We've not gone into darkness. We are moving on by supplying power, selling power. He has informed us that they are up to date with UETCL because UETCL, who is the sole purchaser or seller of the electrons, selling to UEDCL to distribute, is not complaining.
According to Paul Mwesigwa, the managing director UEDCL, all hands have been on deck and the results are so far positive. He confirmed that the electricity purchases have continued without disruptions and service delivery is gradually improving, even when as the company grapples with challenges like an aging electricity network.
We managed to have stability of the vending and billing system. Our customers have never realized or experienced any material issue. And because of the network availability, connectivity to the banks, and our effort even to collect the postpaid customers, year to date, cash collection is at 104%.
The Energy Minister reaffirmed government's resolve to boost the last-mile connections and improve power reliability across the country. Also sounded a warning against illegal connections and vandalism of power infrastructure, stressing that offenders will face tough penalties and harsh sentences.
Recently, we had the 17 suspects that have been charged of terrorism. We shall continue with our vigilance. We get you, we put you in, you're a terrorist. Regardless of the magnitude, whether you have stolen one wire or what, you are a terrorist. But there is also a problem of power theft. Power theft, especially in the areas in the eastern. Yeah, still Elgon. People tap and everybody is seeing. I wonder whether we have RDCs in those areas because these represent the president. Resident district commissioners, where are you when people are...
Samuel Sendono, UBC News.
In more news, Britam Uganda has launched its life assurance business in Uganda, deepening its presence and service offering in the country. With an initial focus on group and credit life solutions, the new company offers protection to individuals, families, and financial institutions. We have the details.
The launch of Britam Life Assurance coincides with the Britam Group's 60 years anniversary, having launched its operations in Kenya in 1965.
It is such a milestone for us to celebrate the 60 years while launching a life business here in Uganda. Yes, so that would, and we saw a lot of potential in terms of while we are registering over 1.67 trillion, we are still contributing less than 1% penetration to 1% of GDP. And so that leaves room for potential that we can be able to tap into and be able to really reach the underserved market. So
the expansion from general to life insurance is seen as a vote of confidence to Uganda's dynamic insurance sector. According to the insurance regulator, Uganda's insurance sector's penetration stands at 0.87%, with life insurance contributing 38% of total gross written premiums.
To us, as the Insurance Regulatory Authority of Uganda, we definitely yearn to see that time when life business will produce more premiums than the non-life, because we are confident that even the markets which have grown, it is a contribution majorly of non-life business. As we launch the Britam Life Assurance Uganda, it provides us an opportunity and options for Ugandan consumers to see that they can pick from what Britam has to offer.
With this new policy offering, the company is expanding its ability to meet both institutional and individual risk needs in Uganda's dynamic economy.
Like Kenya, the Ugandan economy is largely driven on the shoulders of the informal sector. And the solutions we have talk to this sector, because your mainstream insurance tends to address the formal sector, leaving out some of the backbone of the economy here.
Border rider will be able to have a solution from us. The startup in Ntinda will be able to get a solution from us. The businesses that have employees, big employees, the corporate community, the banks, the banks that lend out, would like, if someone loses their life, the education of their children or the education of their child should not be impacted.
Uganda's overall insurance coverage remains low, particularly in life assurance, underscoring the need to expand access through more inclusive, innovative, and tailored protection solutions. Dennis Ikoa for UBC Business.
In another development, Uganda Free Zones and Export Promotions Authority, a revitalized government agency formed by merging the former Uganda Free Zones Authority and Uganda Export Promotions Board, has been unveiled. Our reporter Mark Wadulo talked to Executive Director of ZEPA, Hez Alinda, on their renewed mandate.
In an exclusive interview, Executive Director Hez Alinda has explained Uganda Free Zones and Export Promotions Authority's renewed mandate in supporting critical areas of Uganda's economy.
Of course, this was as a result of a government policy on rationalization of government agencies and public expenditure to bring related work under one roof.
Free zones are designated areas where businesses benefit from reduced taxes, streamlined customs, and robust infrastructure to manufacture, process, and export goods.
As you are aware, free zones are export-oriented, and this Export Promotion Board was also an export promotion agency. So right now as we talk, both industrialization for export as well as export development and promotion are under one roof of ZEPA.
In Uganda, free zones have attracted both local and foreign investors, with over 10 active sites supporting agro-processing, light manufacturing and logistics.
Currently, the country has 43 licensed and operational free zones. For the public free zones, we have one under development. It's nearing completion. It's about 90%, 85% completion, certified work at Entebbe International Airport. This is a plug-and-play export processing zone where goods from that area will be going one way out of the country. And in terms of customs management, a special economic zone or a free zone is out of the country.
These zones offer direct access to regional and international markets, and investors can export at least 80% of their output duty-free to markets like COMESA, the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, and the European Union.
In a free zones, you process coffee, process cotton, you process wood products. You store, you have financial services, you have an insurance engagement, you have free or sometimes requisite minimum warehousing facilities. It's a marketplace, it's a meeting point, you have high-speed internet, there's security of persons and property, and obviously, usually around the free zones, you develop another hinterland, so to speak.
UFZEPA is leveraging Uganda's expanding infrastructure like improved electricity supply, new roads, upgraded rail and water transport to make it easier for entrepreneurs to set up and scale export-oriented.
What is important is to increase the velocity of money in the economy. And that can only happen when you have increased the level of economic activity in the economy, regardless of who is doing it.
Uganda Free Zones and Export Promotions Authority is calling on local investors to seize the unprecedented government incentives, especially in agriculture where tax exemptions and support for value addition are at an all-time high. Wadulo Arnold Mark in Kampala.
In more news, the third annual Power and Electricity Expo has concluded today at UMA Multipurpose Hall at Lugogo. Organized by the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development and partners, the event showcased transformational technologies in the energy sector. Take a look.
The Power and Electricity Exposition at UMA is showcasing a range of new technologies in the power and electricity sector, including advancements in renewable energy, electric motorcycles, and energy storage devices, among others.
How far we have gone? So far we have more than 3,200 bikes on the road. So it's a big milestone, and we have over 100 plus swap stations around the country. So we have really moved a big milestone.
We are a ministry for energy and extractives, and in our display we show you a variety of minerals that we have in our ministry, some policies, and then we recently launched the EV vehicle, electric vehicle technology that's on display. Then we have the rural electrification, how we extend electricity all over the country. On this side we have renewable energy, and our latest electricity source we are promoting is generating electricity from nuclear. Our first site will possibly be in Buyende, and we hope it will look like this.
Here in the exhibition, we are showcasing what we have to the end users, to suppliers, and also dealers. Today we are here with students who have come to learn more about solar energy and renewable energy. So I'm trying to share with them the different technologies in the solar batteries. I started by explaining to them the GEL battery, which is the powered lead acid, and the lithium technology, which is similar to the phone battery technology.
The expo, now in its third year, features technologies related to solar, wind, hydropower, emphasizing the growing trend in renewable energy sources. Most of these technologies on display at the UMA Multipurpose Hall can be deployed anywhere in Uganda and across the region.
Because earlier, before we started this expo, there was no such platform where all the people who are into the field of power, electrical, solar, renewable, they are at one place. Now this expo is a kind of a platform, a yearly event for the market, for the Uganda, to see what is happening in the market, what is new technology, new innovation is available in the market. And now the Uganda market is getting more technology, more innovation from different suppliers at the more reasonable price.
We are here to call for stronger partnerships. We already have partnerships, but we believe we can have more and stronger partnerships. Our target is to achieve universal access by 2030, which is necessitates adding about 10 million new connections through both grid and off-grid solutions.
The Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development and partners believe that by creating awareness about these advanced technologies, Uganda will make significant strides in promotion and adoption of cleaner and more efficient energy solutions.
Still on energy, as Africa continues to grapple with energy poverty and the environmental toll of over-reliance on biomass, experts are now calling for a shift toward innovative and green energy solutions. This call was made by the Global Bioenergy Partnership Conference in Kampala. We have a report.
Gracing over the opening ceremony, Dr. John Chrysostom Muyingo, the State Minister for Higher Education, emphasized the importance of multi-stakeholder collaboration in driving a sustainable and inclusive energy transition.
The transition to the sustainable energy will not happen in silos. It will require regional cooperation, knowledge exchange, and mutual accountability. This conference should provide a platform to align our strategies, pool our expertise and resources, and forge strong partnerships across border and sector.
In many developing countries, switching from traditional to modern bioenergy can have numerous social and economic benefits. Besides protecting the environment, it can also bring social and economic benefits, from improved health to reduced fuel imports and stronger energy security.
We all know that livestock is taken to be the highest emitter of methane, which affects the ozone layer. So if at all we support those farmers to access biogas and turn the waste into biogas, which can be used for cooking, the byproduct can also be used for liquid fertilizer. And NARO has done a lot of research already, which has proved that it can also be used for making liquid soap. It can support women groups, youth groups in vegetable growing.
Uganda is hosting the 12th Global Bioenergy Partnership Week for bioenergy stakeholders from across the globe, including private sector representatives, to discuss the future of sustainable bioenergy.
Bioenergy must be developed responsibly. Its environmental and social impact vary depending on feedstock, land use, and management practices. And in many cases, bioenergy systems can deliver net positive outcomes, especially when integrated into circular and climate-smart approaches.
The conference is not just about dialogue, it's also a hands-on. There are innovative bioenergy stoves and clean cooking technologies, practical solutions that could transform daily lives for millions of households in the continent still depending on firewood and charcoal.
Like it can use like pellets and wood chips. When we burning, it's super clean, no smoke at all.
The 5-day event will focus on Bioenergy Youth Day, building an enabling environment for transition, advancing clean cooking access, tailoring solutions for a just and inclusive energy transition, and a field visit for the participants. Dennis Igoa for UBC.
In our corporate news wrap, the Insurance Regulatory Authority has partnered with KCCA to improve waste management at Natete Market. In another development, Vivo Energy Uganda has rolled out a new campaign targeting border riders, encouraging them to choose high-quality lubricants for better performance and safety.
What we have done, working with the Capital City Authority, is to ensure that we provide different skips for different purposes. There is inorganic, which can be used for other purposes, and there is the organic one, which can be used for other purposes. The Insurance Regulatory Authority of Uganda believes that we have to give back to the population, and this is one way of making sure that we touch the hearts of the ordinary Ugandans.
They've donated 4 skips, 2 for organic and the other 2 for inorganic. As you know, we are in a campaign to send a message to everyone who resides in Kampala or stays in Kampala for work that we are now implementing sorting in two bin system where we have the recyclables separate in a blue container, but it doesn't have to be color blue. Any container you have to sort the recyclables from the organic. Why? Because when you sort, you are increasing the value of waste. But if you don't sort, then it becomes waste. The farmers won't take the organic when it's mixed with the inorganic. And also the people interested in recycling won't take the recyclables if they are mixed with organic. So if we sort at source, then we are increasing the value of waste.
They launched the Ebyakabi Nzabina City Umbrella campaign. This means I've got what it takes, I don't fear tough times. It's a message of confidence for every rider out there. The campaign is about helping you to ride better and to go further with two great Shell products. So our Shell Advanced Motor Oil to protect your engine and to help take you on your bike smoothly, just like a pro. But also a Shell Fuel Save Unleaded to give you more kilometers per liter so you save money on every ride. We know your job is not easy. You wake up early, you face all kinds of roads and weather. That's why Shell is here to support you with our quick and easy rapid oil change service, more rider-friendly Shell stations, and a loyalty program to reward you for choosing Shell. This campaign is our way of saying, with Shell's power combination, you've got what you take, you've got what you need to keep moving, to keep winning, and to keep shining, no matter what.
The Electricity Access Scale-Up project is among the many projects that we are implementing. Under the Electricity Access Scale-Up project, we've targeted a number of districts for the 1 million connections, and we are looking at lines within a radius of 2 to 3 kilometers. And then for those districts that are underserved, Buvuma, Obongi, we are designing additional projects to the Electricity Access Scale-Up projects that will support in extending power to those districts. The beauty of all of this is that we got power to West Nile, so whatever additional extensions we have to make, these are within our priority projects. So we are designing under the Rural Electrification Department a number of interventions, and we are confident that even Obongi and Buvuma will be electrified during this period of the National Development Plan 4.
And now in our Sounds of Business, we take you to Hoima District. Check out the vast commercial sugarcane plantations from a bird's eye view. Now, before we leave you tonight, we'd like to leave you with a quote from George Couros that goes, "When you complain about a problem and get done complaining, it is still a problem. Only action creates solutions." That brings us to the end of tonight's episode on the Business Roundup. My name is Maureen Babidie. From me and the team, we wish you a lovely night.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.